I was working for a major retailer stocking shoes in the shoe department. I had several thousand shoes to stock, and my method of doing it was to rip every pair of shoes out of its box, throw them into a shopping cart, walk around with the shopping cart, and just put them in the appropriate places. There were more efficient ways to do it, but for me, that was the best way to do it, the way that worked best for me. I went through 5 or 6 cartloads of shoes. Finally, I was on the last cart, and I made this one really huge because I didn't want to start another cart. So this cart was full, plus on the top, it had a rounded off mountain of shoes. And I was just about to start working that one when I heard the voice of a little girl off in the distance. And from listening to her, I could tell a couple of things about her. One, she was 4 years old, because that is the age where certain kids are completely engaged in what's going on around them, and they want a satisfactory explanation for everything they see happening. Second thing I could tell was that she was with her grandmother, because kids at that age have a certain way of relating to their grandparents that is different from their parents. They see their grandparents more as peers, more as friends. And ironically, they don't realize that their grandparents often have a lot more life experience than their parents. So they're full of helpful advice for their grandparents all the time. So this girl, I could hear her saying, "This cart is completely full. You can't put anything else in it. You have to stop buying stuff right now." So I wait for them to come. Sure enough, it's a girl, about 4 years old. Sure enough, she's with her grandmother. And I knew the big carriage load of shoes that I was holding was going to be a major sighting for her. She was going to be all over that and want to know what was happening with that. What's the story with that? So she's walking by and her head turns around, and as they're walking away, I hear their voices fading in the distance, and here was the conversation. First, the girl says to her grandmother, "Wow, that guy's buying a lot of shoes." And her grandmother said, "He's not buying shoes, he's stocking the shoe racks." She said, "Oh my God, he is going to be so tired." And her very last little thing I heard her say, her voice was almost faded out, was, "That's not fair. They shouldn't make him do that all by himself." I should have marched her right into the management office, picked her up and put her on the desk and said, "Here, Mike's spokesperson wants to talk to you."